when the sun breaks over Ozark Hills, casting a golden glow on northwest Arkansas. There's no better place to be on two wheels than Bentonville. Long known as the birthplace of Walmart, Bentonville has reinvented itself as a paradise for bicycles. We had 3 days to enjoy over 100 miles of meticulously maintained greenway and single-track trails. It's where art, nature, and adrenaline meet, often within the same mile. Our lodging was at La Quinta on the southeastern side of Bentonville. On our first day, we made a 30-mile southward trip to Fayetteville, riding the Razorback Greenway from end to end. The Razorback Regional Greenway is a crown jewel. This 40-mile paved trail stretches from Bella Vista through Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, and finally to Fayetteville.
6 miles and 5.
Rolling past neighborhoods, over bridges, art installations, flower gardens, simmering creeks, and tunnels, the Razorback Greenway offers an experience that's equal parts social and scenic.
Check out this bridge. There are quite a few of these major metal bridges that cost some money to build, and there's a lot of them, several over the rivers. Wow. I'll bet that because a lot of this trail is down near water, it's in floodplain and therefore not suitable for housing and therefore affordable, but it certainly makes it more attractive being down by the water. Gotta love that. And these fences are so well maintained. Everything about this trail is just money. Well spent. Money. When I edit this with DaVinci Resolve, I'll see if I can turn this into a fast thing where you just shoot down the trail and don't get bored with how long it is, but can see something more of how beautiful it is. Lovely fields. Wow. I love this trail. I think it's called the Razorback Greenway. I'll verify that name because I definitely want to post about it. I think it's the Razorback Greenway. I'll do a Google search for that before I make my video. We had a lovely lunch down in Fayetteville. A lot of the kids, I guess, are gone because of summer vacation, but we went to a theater and the snack bar for the theater was open. I had a BLT and some wonderfully flavorful meatballs. Cash was allowed to come indoors and lie at the table next to us. We all had a nice lunch in Fayetteville. This was an out and back. We went down this trail, now we're going back up this trail. And this is one place I do not mind doing the same thing twice. I'm a big fan of this trail, the Razorback Greenway, I believe. Alright, I'm going to stop recording for a while.
On our second day, our morning tour was a 23-mile looping Greenway trail to Rogers and back to La Quinta. Downtown Rogers was a quiet jewel, with Lake Atalanta and a rail yard bike park, lushly situated within a pristine Ozark forest. Wrapped around this spring-fed lake was a beautiful, winding 1.8-mile paved trail.
Look out, babies, here we come. This is the sweet vista. Well, there's Bruce. There he is, the goat. Catch a big one.
The rail yard bike park had a pump track, slope-style courses, and a dirt jump zone. It featured amenities like a bike stand with tools, bike wash, bathrooms, and a pavilion. Our afternoon tour included a 17-mile ride on the Heritage Trail, North Bentonville Trail, and Razorback Greenway, as well as a tour of the Crystal Bridges Museum, located right off the trail. Unfortunately, we canceled our bike ride due to a heat warning, but not the museum. The Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art was a world-class art museum featuring glass walls that reflected the surrounding forest and sky. Its galleries displayed works by Norman Rockwell, Georgia O'Keeffe, and Kehinde Wiley. For the morning of our third day, we planned to ride a 34-mile gravel trail near Bella Vista. It was reported scenic with great terrain and low traffic. Unfortunately, we chose to cancel our ride. The gravel was too rocky for our road bikes. Eureka Springs was just an hour's drive away. We quickly returned to La Quinta, substituted our biking clothes for tourist garb. This quirky Victorian town clung to limestone hills, winding streets, historic buildings, and by a historic hotel or an inviting late lunch in a hillside restaurant, and even had a few gnarly trails. Bentonville isn't a destination, it's a movement. Here, bikes aren't just a form of recreation. They're an integral part of the culture, city planning, and everyday joy. It's a place where the trail never ends.